Good morning. We are going to finish the assignment, setting up equations, and you can solve from there. All right, so let us start with number 11. Okay, it says write an equation using D for distance, R for rate, or T for time. Okay, now if you remember, distance equals rate times time. Okay, so let us see what we have here. It says a man drove 450 miles. So that would be our distance, right? 450 miles at an average rate of 45 miles per hour. The rate is 45. And it says, how long did it take him? So we have to find what T is. All right, so this is how you set it up for number 11. You have 45 times T equals 450. So 450 equals 45T. All right, then you solve for T, and that is your answer. Just think, what do you have to do to both sides to get T by itself? That's how you set it up. Okay, for number 12, let's look at that one. A plane flew 390 miles in 45 minutes. Find the speed. So you're going to find the rate. You know what the distance is. It's 390. And you don't know the rate, but you know the time is 45. And you have to find what the rate is. So solve for R. Here is your equation, and you can solve for R. Okay? I'll help you set up 13. A biker rode for 2.5 hours at an average rate of 12 miles per hour. Find the distance. All right, well, this will be a lot easier because you're finding the distance. 2.5 hours is the time, and the rate is 12 miles per hour. So you just have to figure that out, and that's the distance. That's pretty nice, pretty easy. 14. Catherine leaves her home and travels at an average speed of 45 miles an hour. Okay, so maybe I'll just do this. The rate is 45 miles per hour until she reaches her grandmother's home. The distance is 180 miles away. How long does it take her to reach her grandmother's house? Okay, so you have to find the time. All right, so just plug these in to the formula. D, 180, equals the rate, 45, times the time. And then you just use that and solve for T. Okay, 15. It says 4 times the larger of the two consecutive integers is 94 more than 3 times the smaller. When you listen to that all, it can become really confusing. So just take it a section at a time. The first part, 4 times the larger of two consecutive integers is, remember is, we do the equal sign. I just take that 4 times. So we're going to have 4 times the larger of two consecutive integers. Okay, so for integers, remember for integers we had e and then e plus 1. That's consecutive. So 4 times the sum Oh, no, no, no. 4 times the larger of the two consecutive integers. This one is larger. So 4 times the larger is e plus 1 is 94 more. 94, we're adding 94 more than 3 times the smaller. This is the smaller. 3 times e. Okay, so this is your equation. Okay. Now we're going to take the distributive property. So then we have 4e plus 4 equals 94 plus 3e. Okay, now this is your equation, and you're going to combine like terms, put the e on one side, the numbers on the other, and that is your answer for 15. Okay, that's how you set it up. All right, let's do 16. All right, so for 16, we have 2 times the smaller of two consecutive even integers is, all right, well, that's all I'm going to take because I stopped where it says is, and I put an equal sign. Now, 2 consecutive even integers. Even integers, we have e and e plus 2, right? Remember how we talked about that today in class? So 2 times the smaller, well, that's just this one. So 2 times e is 18 more than the larger. Well, then I'm going to take the larger, e plus 2, and add 18 to it. Okay, so now I have 2e equals e plus 2 plus 18. So I'm going to combine like terms, get the e to one side, and that's my answer. 4e, and then I'm going to add 2 to it to get e, the second even integer. Okay. I hope you're tracking with me on this. 17. 3 times the largest of 3 consecutive integers. So I'm going to have 3 answers. I have e plus 2, and e plus 4. Those are my 3 consecutive integers. Okay, so now I'm going to take, it says 3 times the largest of the 3. Well, this is the largest of the 3, right? So I'm taking 3 times that, 3 times the largest of the 3 integers is equals, that's is, equal to the sum of the other 2. Sum is addition, so we just add these 2. So e plus 2. Okay, that's how you set it up. Remember, distributive property. So we have 3e plus 12 equals, and this is like 1e plus 1e plus 2. Just take it one step at a time whenever you're solving equations. Show your work. 3e plus 12 equals 2e plus 2. Okay, now I'm going to put the 2e over here and putting the 12 over there, and I should have 3 consecutive even integers. Here's a hint. They will be negative. Negative. 3 negative integers. Okay, 18. 18. Find 2 consecutive integers that, so two consecutive integers. Okay, so I'm going to do e and then e plus 1, okay, because they're consecutive. They're only one apart. Find two consecutive integers such that 5 times the smaller is, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to put the is. 5 times the smaller is 4 times the larger. 4 times e plus 1. Okay, so now I do the distributive property so that I have 5e equals 4e plus 4. You can see how I got that. And then you combine like terms and solve for e. Okay? After you find e, you do that, and then you do e plus 1. So you're going to have two integers. Oh my goodness, my hands look terrible. I'm sorry, I have been busy with my hands. So sorry about that. Now this one says find two consecutive odd integers. All right, well, odd, so I'm going to have e and then e plus 2. Because remember, we talked about being consecutive even or consecutive odd are 2 apart. Such that, 20 more than the first, 20 more than the first. And find two consecutive odd integers. See how I'm reading all this over and over again to make sure I'm getting it right. It's like a puzzle. It's so fun. It's like a puzzle trying to figure it out. Okay. Find two consecutive odd integers such that 20 more than the first, 20 more than the first is 3 times the second. 3 times, and this is the second one. All right, now 19, do the distributive property, and then we solve for e, and then add 2 to that, and you should get 2 odd answers. That just sounds funny. Okay, now 20. Find 3 consecutive even integers. All right, so we have e plus 2, and e plus 4. Such that 50 times the smallest, this is the smallest, so I'm taking 50 times the smallest, is equals 88 less than 46 times the largest. Well, here's the largest. So I'm going to take the largest is 46 times the largest, and it's 88 less than that. So it's just like this one, but we're adding another step. Okay? How do you solve this? Distributive property, combining like terms, solving for e, and this is going to have 3 answers. Just whatever you get for e, you're going to add 2 to it, and then you're going to add 4 to it, and then you will have 3 consecutive even answers. All right, that's what you do. Have a glorious day. Bye-bye, friends.